Hey there, welcome. This is Millie, a Millie Ways to Win. Thanks for tuning in and checking out. I'm doing things the old fashioned way, holding the actual phone, trying to keep it steady. I just ordered some equipment from Amazon, so it'll be my first time really experimenting and going this far with video diarying or any vlogging. But at this point in this marketing process, especially online, digitally, intentionally understanding what the trends are online, um, it's necessary for me. It's serious. It's really getting there. So I ordered like a gimbal. I just learned what that is. I ordered a gimbal and I ordered a microphone, and I'm going to start testing those products. And well, I bought it, so I'm going to start using them and learning how it works. In the meantime, I have something on my laptop that I really wanted to share. And normally I do want to do this video diary in different places and work, or at least be outside walking around, but I couldn't. Not so much I couldn't. It's cold outside. It is, what's today? Friday, January the 16th, and it is cold. Um, you're going to be double layered if you're working outdoors today. If you're solidly, and I'm someone that works outdoors like 8 hours or longer, just period. Um, you're going to be double layered. You're going to be double layered if you're working outdoors today. You will feel the sting. I can only imagine what the people up north are going through. But, here in places like Fort Lauderdale, Dania, you know, this is pretty cold. And it's a cold day. It kept me inside. I was like, no, I'm not going out. So, something's been happening to me in real time. And I'm noticing a pattern. I'm noticing a trend. Um, I've been working freelancing literally with other African American women who own their own business. One, the first person that I started working with in 2025, and I was hired as a contractor. I've known, I remember when they were starting up. So I've known them for, what, 10, 11 years, something like that. I wasn't with them in their business the whole time, but 3 years probably prior to their startup, I was working with them. Um, so that was interesting. It was great to reconnect back in 2025 and work together again. That individual is very clear. First of all, they're in the healthcare field and they're very clear about who their target is. Who, or I don't want to really use that word target, but ideal client. Crystal clear. Now, the other individual that I was just recently introduced to, and I was just way too grateful and honored to work with this individual. This individual covers many areas in business coaching, and I really don't know the full extent of all that they do. But I know that grant writing is a big deal, is a big part of I imagine how they generate revenue. I am learning this individual. This is another African American woman. I had the pleasure of witnessing their presentation through a networking group that I use. Um, and I was awed by everything she did. I felt that she gave 110% in that presentation. Not only was it engaging and educational, but the message that the speaker gave to me was, I want to see you win and you can win too. And I love people like that. So when I was asked to work and assist this individual, I was like, I don't know if they know it, but I'm a fan. I've been following them on LinkedIn. I went and bought their book. So, I was overwhelmed, and I was I was so grateful that I let them know, I'm a little bit of a fan. I'm not going to be your average employee here. I just really want to see you win, because if you win, I know I'm winning. And I saw you winning, and I took the advice that you gave, and it's been winning for me. So that was really my attitude around this individual. And then it made me review more information about them. Like, let me check out their website. Let me see what they're doing. Let me check out their LinkedIn and so forth. And I just came across some things that I knew these are areas that I could support this person in and work with them and help them in. And even though I think they're great and so forth, but I think once they hear my perspective, they're going to be even better. And so I noticed something about their website. It offered a lot, and I really couldn't pinpoint who to target. I keep saying that word, but I really could not pinpoint who the audience was. Who are you trying to reach? Who are you speaking to? Is this for any and everybody? Um, is it for business? Is it for small business? Is it for I really couldn't pinpoint that, and it made me realize that the same thing was happening on my website. Uh I know who my customer profile is. However, that's not being displayed on my website right now, because I've pulled in a whole bunch of stuff from my past, from work from here, from work from there, that it might actually not speak to my ideal client. And so that made me go back to the principles of, are we all clear about who your ideal client is? And so this is just something that I wanted to put out there because it's in my spirit. Design your business model to work best with people and partners who are positioned to invest, reuse your services, and recommend with confidence. I had to read that word for word because I did not memorize that, and I have the laptop right in front of me. So, design your business model to work best with people and partners who are positioned to invest, reuse your services, and recommend your services with confidence. So that applies to clients, any contractors or employees that you hire, any vendors that you work with, that you purchase from you, and collaborators, however you may work together in whatever capacity. It's important that upon selection of who you're ideally doing business with, that number one, you're able to really understand the value of the work. You're making sure you fit their need. You help them as much as it helps you. Of course, when seeking out potential clients, we're always looking for someone that's financially and operationally prepared. They're ready to go. They have the budget, they have the space, the means, whatever. It's not things that they have to put together. That they have the liberty to engage without any kind of strain. That's going to be very important, that you're flexible, they're a little bit flexible. You can move left, they can move right, left, whatever will work. You both can benefit from an ongoing collaboration. Look for long term, not a one off, like, hey, yeah, I nailed that. But Can you come back again? Can you come back 2, 3, 4 times a year? That's what's going to be important. And more importantly, I think that this is an area a lot of people sometimes forget about. Get the referrals while you can. Get the referrals while you're there. Get the recommendation. Even before, when a person is ordering and making up their mind, that area is sacred. But at some point, if you are having communication, you should actually take the time out to ask, how do you endorse? How do you recommend? They may need some time. They may need other people to review, but you want to get on terms like that so you can begin to discuss how it will work for you and how it could potentially work for them as well. So the whole point is to not always just go after a quick sale or a quick sell, but maybe try a long-term approach, a long-term view where you're aligning yourself with real partnership. So that's what was on my heart. That's what I wanted to share. The thing that I'm learning in real time between working with different business owners is our messaging. It's really our messaging, what we're putting out, what type of clients we're getting, and maybe getting better feedback on how our clients are really getting information from us, seeing us, understanding how to work with us, understanding how our services or how to prioritize our services for their needs. So it's really a lot to look at. And like I said, I'm no business expert or anything, but just been working with so many different organizations. And sometimes it's just simple stuff that we need to take a deep breath and pause on and consider. Do you know your client profile? Are you looking for the right things out of your client profile? And not so much just out of your client profile, but what is your true bandwidth to even work with some of these clients? Those are areas we all must consider. So for now, a million ways to win. Thanks for tuning in. And maybe the next video, I'll be actually outdoors. Have a great day.